Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys the best four-man blitz in Madden 25. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I want to just go ahead and say I'm in the Kansas City defensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Kansas City defensive playbook. Now also, I know I do a lot of videos where I say best four-man blitz, but honestly this one is actually extremely good. It's after the patch, so I want to show you about 4 or 5 minutes or so, just show you the setup and a couple things I like, and then I'm going to show you about 8 or 9 minutes worth of gameplay that's going over just this defense. You get to see it live in action. So if you like any of this any of my content, please consider checking out my ebooks on my website. It's allthingsmadden.com, and the link to that is in the description. And I will be putting out a defensive ebook very soon, so y'all just be patient with me. So let's go in and dive into this. Now I picked the Bears just because, and I picked the Lions for a reason. I want y'all to see versus one of the best offensive linemen in the game, and I am on all Madden practice mode. So again, y'all know I love being transparent with y'all, so just want to go ahead and show you real quick. So as you can tell, game options, we are on all Madden competitive, and then on the other controller we are on all Madden competitive. So just want to be transparent, so that way just, you know, you guys know that I'm giving you the best. All right, now we're going to be inside this nickel 3-3, and as far as personnel goes, first you want to make sure you go to the package. So you want to make sure you go to the safety NB package. All right, now you don't have to keep your safety at the nickel corner. You can put anybody you want to, so I recommend putting a corner who's pretty good at coverage. So I'll just put this guy right here. Now right here is going to be your blitzing person, so I recommend putting a linebacker, somebody who's you know, probably your best linebacker. I would recommend. Now if you play MUT, put your top safety here, but if you play, you know, regs, just your best linebacker. Now in these other two spots, you just want to put a safety who preferably is pretty fast. Now right here is normally well, it depends on, you'll see what I mean. It depends on who you want to use it, but we'll just put some fast guys in here in case we want to use it. Now this guy right here is normally going to be your user, okay, normally. So make sure this is just somebody fast, agile, you can kind of, you know, finesse with. So you can kind of, I'll leave Kyron Bird right there, so we're good right there. All right, for the actual play, we want to make sure we go to auto flip off. All right, now everything else is up to you. All this, the rest of it is up to you, but have auto flip off. So what we want to do is go to this SS Mike Blitz, and we want to flip it by hitting R2. So we're going to go to that. In the gameplay, you're going to see various formations that my opponent ran. So we'll just go to tight open just because, and we'll go to, let's go to bench dig pivot. Why not? All right, so real quick, we're going to be using this guy. He's going to be the one blitzing. So what we're going to do, we're going to slide our defensive line to the safety that rolled down, which is this guy. So we're going to slide our line to the left, and then we're going to press right on the directional and shift our linebackers to the right. So shift them opposite of our safety. Last thing we're going to do is quarterback contain. Now either A, I will take my guy and put him in his zone, like, well, it's not going to show it, but I got my guy in his zone, and I'll show you the blitz real quick. So we'll snap the ball, and I want you to kind of watch what happens. So right there, it didn't get through, but it's one of those things you'll see in the game. When it gets through, it's very, very good. So you slide your line to the roll down safety, shift your linebackers away, and then you want to quarterback contain. And I'll put my guy in like a little zone. So I'll either do this look, or I'll double tap right directional, select X, and I'll put him in a vertical hook. And then I'll take circle, I'll throw him in a soft squat, and then I'll take triangle right here. I'll double tap triangle, select L1, and put him in a deep right, deep half right. And when I do that, I get a coverage that looks like this. Now my responsibility is to play this middle to deep. Now this deep third does a pretty good job of helping out this little gap, believe it or not. I think it's with the new update, it kind of helped out a lot better, but you also can run this stock, okay? So don't be worried about that. So hopefully I can get a good example here for you. I think I'm waiting too long. Also, we'll try to set it up a little bit faster, but real quick, I just want to show you the coverage behind it, and you're going to see the blitz come in the gameplay, but just wanted to show you the coverage behind it. So basically my user wouldn't just be standing there. You'd kind of have the middle and just kind of watch how the outsides play. So he does a pretty good job of playing this. The corner does a good job playing this, and believe it or not, the soft squats, they do a good job, believe it or not. So don't be scared of those soft squats. So I'll try to set it up faster so I can at least get this blitz home real quick before I show you this gameplay. And also you can run it this way if you want to. I'm sorry, you want to put him in a deep half. There we go. All right, so let's see if we can get this guy home. There we go. So normally when a double team happens, that's what you're going to expect, okay? That's normally what happens when you do this. Now, if you're playing, all pro or whatever, it's going to come in a lot more consistent, a whole lot more. But just wanted to show you why this works. So basically, you're guaranteed to get this when this guy gets a double team animation. And when that happens, it normally glitches out this guy too. And it makes it very, very tough because they just completely dumb out. And normally, you're going to get some type of rush. Some type of bull rush animation from this guy too. So it's just a very good blitz all around. So I'll show you one more example, and we'll see if we can. I'll do a random play here. Let's switch to a different formation. Let's just do. I want to show you 4 verticals because you might be worried that 4 verticals you'll get beat with this coverage, and I'll just show you real quick that that's actually not the case at all. So here's the coverage. I'll put my guy right here. You can pass commit if you want to, and also we want to take X and put him normally. He is in a vertical hook, just so you know. He's in a vertical hook. So, again, we didn't get the animation we wanted, but more importantly, I wanted you to kind of see the coverage on the back end real quick. So, worst case scenario is they run 4 verts, but it's actually not that bad. The soft squats, he gets beat a little bit, but keep in mind the deep path will be able to help out, especially if you got an athlete over there who has a star on him. And just make sure you put one of your best corners here, and that'll help you out a lot too. So, I really want to show you this blitz at least one more time, and also you can run this stock too, so see if we can get it this time. So notice the double team animation and notice him kind of loop around, but it doesn't come in quite how we want it to. But just want you to check out this gameplay so you can see it come in yourself. But you guys already know that I gotta get it one time for the one time. There you go. There you go. All right, let's get to this gameplay. All right, so we're actually matched up against the Texans right here. Excuse me, we're matched up against the Texans, my bad. So he started off with a little run play, and I wanted to show you guys these gameplay clips because I want you to see it in real time. And I want to talk to you more about adjustments, what I like to do with it, but I wanted to try to make it somewhat quick for you guys that like to just get the setup and dip. So if you're still here, I really do appreciate you. And I kind of want to give you a more in-depth version of this defense. So right here, basically this is kind of like my favorite base setup, and you can kind of tell just how everything works. Right there we did get gashed, but again, there are some run plays that is very glitchy against, and there's some that do a good job on it. So this is kind of why I wanted to show you this. But anyway, I try to keep everything just with this one coverage shell because I really like it. And right there, just a poor job by me. I tried to get greedy. I thought he was going to throw it a lot sooner than he did, but good job by him actually holding the ball. So terrible user of that play. I should have just been more patient, and I would have had a pick 6. But as you can tell, if you go back and look, everything else was actually covered. So really did a good job with the coverage. So that's why I wanted to kind of do this style of gameplay, because I want you guys to see the coverage. It's right there. There are some formations where that'll happen, where they caught me right there basically with 2 purples, and you never really want that. So some formations you have to be careful. It's normally your tighter formations where your cornerback kind of gets tucked inside, and you'll see that here again because it does happen again. But again, just kind of pay attention to that right side. That's really what I want you to watch, and just kind of watch how that Lord, I can't even talk. How that soft squat plays, and how it pairs with that seam flat. They just do a great job over there. And if you guys didn't see, if you go back and look, that linebacker came in screaming, and that's the cooler part about this blitz. So you're gonna watch throughout the game that there's gonna be different people that come in free. So normally it's gonna be that linebacker, but it's not always the case. So kind of watch right here. Look on the play action. Look what happens. So that's also a really great offensive tackle out there. I don't remember who it is. I forget his name, but he's one of the best linemen in the NFL. I just can't remember his name right now, but I know y'all are gonna get me in the comments for it, so it's all good. But watch how he comes free. Just look at the coverage. That's what I want you to pay attention to. Just that's that mesh play. You know, people love that mesh spot, and just kind of, if you go back and look, everybody matched how they were supposed to. So it's just part of why this blitz can be dangerous, because the coverage itself is good enough to hold up, because we're only sending 4 people. So that's what I want you to get in mind. Keep in mind that we're only sending 4. Right here, I tried to click on, but I accidentally started running the wrong way. That was my fault. But good decision by him. Now, because we're only sending 4 people, if you want to spy that linebacker who's in that vertical hook, or you see the one right there in the yellow on SS Mike Blitz, you can also put him in a spy. So if the quarterback just constantly running out, you can just go ahead and spy that guy. So that's why this is just a great defense for mobile quarterbacks, because you're going to kind of flush him out the pocket. And if they flush him out the pocket, then that guy's going to still be in position. So like I said, just kind of look. I mean, there was just literally nowhere to go with it, because you can also play great match coverage just by itself. So you don't have to, you know, run the cover shell I told you. You can run the coverage that's on there right now, if you want. They did make match coverage a lot better in the update, so definitely make sure you're taking advantage of that. So right here I got caught on my defensive lineman, so the guy that I was gonna be covering, as you can tell, is wide open. So thankfully he got a bad pass animation, so we were able to you know, be a little fortunate right there. But we're gonna make sure that we don't make that mistake again, though, for sure. So look how quick the setup is also. So it's a very simple setup, but look how effective it. Look at that blitzing linebacker and just how effective he is. And wanted to show you that because it shows that even if they call a play action, you know how some blitzes, if you're blitzing 4 and they call a play action, you're just completely just cooked. And I'm just glad about this blitz. That's not the case. All right, so I think you'll really like this defense when you start playing around with it yourself. You can start playing around with coverages because you're only blitzing 4. So meaning you have 6 people you can mess with the adjustments for, you know, minus your user. So that's why I said 6. So you really can do a lot with coverage. Sadly, there is no like SS, you know, man blitz out of this nickel 3-3. So that is something I am sad about. So you can also create your own man coverage, which I'll talk about that more in the ebook and how I like to do different coverages. Because I am going to make one on this, and I'll base it around this blitz, and I'll base it around a good 5-man blitz. So that way, if you just really want to get somebody home, you can. But this defense is just good by itself. You can really just dominate with just this, you know. My recommendation, if you're going to use this, which I'll talk about in the ebook too, just for you guys that's still here, use this blitz and use it along with a good 5-man. Basically, that guarantees you pressure, which this defense does allow you to send a guaranteed 5-man blitz. But if you're going to do that, then I would suggest doing it out of man coverage. If you're going to blitz out of zone, just use this blitz just because it is that good. It's right there. I want you to go back and look. But one thing you want to make sure you don't do, which I had to learn the hard way, which was this game, don't stand in the way of that purple right there. So you see that linebacker? You see how we roll down in that purple linebacker in the seam flat? Kind of watch my user. Let's see if I do it this play. So I didn't do it that play, but I did it last play. I want to see if I did it again here. But make sure you don't stand in front of that, like getting that guy's way. Because the seam flat does good at matching with your flat routes. But if you stand and knock them off their path, they just don't do anything. So notice if you go back and look how they actually covered that flat really well. And it's because I didn't bump him, I didn't touch him. And also I want you to pay attention to how those seam flats play. That way you can understand when you run this, different adjustments you can do, because there are times where I like to keep that 3 rec because sometimes it plays well with that seam flat, and then I'll change that outside third to a soft squat and put that guy in the deep half for the safety, basically. So those are things I like to do, and I also love to actually play around with zone drops out of this defense because I'm only blitzing 4 people, so I have tons of room to do stuff. So right here, I think this is where I do it. Notice how I bump into him by accident. Look where he goes. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Like I said, this was the hard lesson basically. Thankfully he got knocked back with a crazy animation, but at this moment I didn't realize that it was my fault, but I wanted to make sure I didn't go aggressive anyway because it was 4 for 1. So wanted to put those zone drops at 0 in case he tried to do any type of flat routes, and I'll bait the other side is my thought. Because as you can tell, went ahead and baited. He should have threw the middle. The middle was wide open. I gave it to him, but thankfully he didn't take it, and we were able to capitalize. So basically that's gonna wrap it up for this video though, because I think he is gonna quit out right here. But I do appreciate y'all. Let me know how you like this defense and drop a like on this if you did enjoy it. Actually I forgot I got one more job, but still all those things apply. But please make sure y'all drop a like on this. I do appreciate all of my subs, man. All of my subs. I appreciate all y'all. But just kind of watch how it plays versus under center, because you might think that you can just get gashed and run, but surprisingly there's only very few run plays that I actually gash you. As right there is my user just kind of whiffed right there. I mean, hey, it happens, but it's just a very great defense, especially the fact that you can use her whoever. You could put a corner there if you want to. You could keep the safety there that you want to use her, or you could use her one of the other linebackers. You don't have to just use her at safety. You could put him in his zone and use her somebody else. So there's a lot of different options. But look at who made that tackle. Notice how that linebacker on a fullback dive. What blitz do you know is making tackles on the fullback dive? That's crazy. So 4th and inches, right? Just pay attention to that blitzing linebacker. Just kind of watch him. Look at that. Actually, it wasn't even him, but it was the other guy. But anyways, that's a wrap for this video, though, man. I truly appreciate y'all. I pray y'all have a blessed day. Drop a like on it if you enjoyed it. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.